Hello everybody, we're the Love of Mezcal, and today we're going to be trying General Gorostieta High Proof Blanco.
So come take a sip with us. So the owner of the brand is Luis Torres. We got to meet him last year in March of 2024 for the Las Vegas Tequila Club launch event with G4. He was very nice when we got to chat with them a little bit. At that time, we had only tried his Joven, which was previously being produced at NAM 1414. And he had shared his new product that would be coming out from NAM 1579.
So this tequila uses 7-year-old blue weber agave that is grown in a single estate at an altitude of 7,200 feet, and it is from his hacienda in Rancho El Estribo, Arandas, Jalisco.
So we're really excited because I think we can both say that we're really big fans of Felipe Camarena. We really enjoy products like G4 Madera or Terralta High Proof, which are all produced at NAM 1579. So to hear about this single estate agave and hearing Felipe raving about the quality of the maguey and to know that he's behind it, that just really sold us on it. So this is being produced at NAM 1579 in Jesus Maria, Jalisco. It is crushed with the famous Felipe Stein, and it is fermented in stainless steel tanks with open air fermentation with no fibers. It's distilled twice in copper pot stills. They use 100% spring water, and it's proofed down from 56% to 52% ABV.
Smell?
Smell.
Salsita. There's that pepperiness that comes from El Pandillo.
It has a distinct, yes, 1579, but there's something that is not the same.
There's a little
slight, go ahead.
Something sweet. I was gonna say honey, because not molasses, I think of cinnamon, but I don't know. It's a little funky sugar.
Okay, so I was gonna say it has some of that. It smells kind of dewy.
Yeah.
And slightly old fruit in a way.
Overripe.
Overripe, peaches in a way, but if you threw in some minty candies that were also hanging out a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that.
But then it has a little bit of butter in the background. This is kind of blowing my mind a little bit because it doesn't smell just like the distinct note of 1579.
No, there is this little overripe, overripe peach, something that a fruit that kind of got a little too soft, little past its prime.
For it being a high proof, it's not sharp on my nose. All right, you ready to taste?
Yep. Salsita.
It tastes like 1579, but not like everything else. It's still, you can taste it and you can still taste that distinct note.
It's a little confusing because it's my brain's this is 1579, but it's not. It's the wires are getting crossed a little bit.
For it being 52%, it doesn't have, we got to drink higher proof stuff, so it doesn't have a sharpness on my palate. There's not a big bite to it. It drinks very smooth I hate saying that word, but it drinks very soft for being how high the ABV for 52%. There's not a lot of burn to it.
Yeah. So I'm getting like the typical peppery notes that are almost every tequila has. But I'm getting like, yeah, it's like white pepper, like a little nuttiness to it too.
Like pistachios?
I'm thinking more like peanuts.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm getting like unsalted peanuts. But it's good though. It's like, the smell is just getting crazier for me now. But
Of course, yeah, the pepper. It kind of tastes slightly minty to me. I'm not getting so much of the peanuts. It tastes like really good agave, and I don't know if I'm just having a hard time trying to put the flavors out there, because I'm tasting the typical stuff from 1579, but then, okay, so it's minty, slightly, a little bit of that malolactic flavor, but not very overpowering. Like, it's very, very soft, and in the background, it just tastes like really well-made tequila. It had maybe a little bit of like butter.
yeah, I'm not getting too much butter, but I can see where you're talking about with the buttery notes. It's just, I don't know, it's just like my wires are getting crossed, because it's like I'm so used to like this profile coming from like different tequilas from that distillery, but this is slightly different, and it's kind of throwing me off. I'm like, what is this note that I'm getting that it's not registering too much for me.
So we may need to let this bottle open up a little bit, and sometimes, bottles will change on you. You may taste it and it'll taste one way, and then you come back to revisit it and you're experiencing more flavors and picking up more things on the nose that you didn't get the first time. But if you have tried this yourself, let us know in the comments some of the things that you picked up. Do you agree or disagree with our tastings? We really appreciate hearing what others have to say. It's part of the experience and the fun for us.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun hearing. It's that everyone's palate's a little bit different, so it's cool to hear what similarities we have and what differences we have. Because if you've been watching our channel for a while, you'll see that sometimes we have completely different opinions about a certain spirit that we drink. So it's a lot of fun to read.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and we got this in San Francisco in November of last year. We were out there for Mexico in the Bottle, and we picked this up at San Francisco Tequila Shop.
You can also find it online at K&L Wines and Old Town Tequila. So if you're outside of California, Old Town's probably your best bet. K&L, they'll ship out as well to different parts of the US, but just gotta compare the shipping rates, I guess, at that point.
And also follow the page on Instagram, and that way you can stay up to date, because I know he's been going around all throughout the States, so.
Looking to expand.
Yeah, a good way to keep up to where they'll be next.
So a little bit about the name, Gorostieta. It is named after the general who was in charge of he was the leader of the Cristero movement in the 1920s in Mexico. And part of the nod that's in the branding is the different expressions of tequila that they make are different color schemes to represent the different uniforms that the Mexican military would wear. So even though you can't really see it too much here, but like on the Blanco, the regular 80 proof Blanco, it's a blue and white scheme. The Joven is red, gold, and black. So it's different color schemes for the different uniforms.
Yeah, it's a good nod to the servicemen and women.
Yeah. Oh, and also on top, the topper has the Mexican eagle. I'll show you a close-up of it.
So if you're a big fan of 1579 like we are, this is a fun one for you to try. Because they're using agave from a different region, this definitely gave us a curveball.
Yep. Thank you for taking a sip with us.
Salsita.